Today we're taking a look at these CFL matches, which are happening on Friday, September 9, 2022. And giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 360 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Montreal Alouettes vs BC Lions. In their last game, the Lions went up against the Riders and lost 23-16. Antonio Pipkin went 9/17 with 112 yards through the air and added 1 touchdown. He ended the game without an interception. Antonio Pipkin led the team in rushing for the game. He tore off a long run of 13 yards, but he wasn't able to rush for a TD on the day. He ran for 26 yards on 6 carries, which gave him an average of 4.3 yards per run. Dominique Rimes led the team in receiving yardage with a tally of 83 yards on 5 receptions. He earned an average of 16.6 yards per catch for the game. Filling in for the injured Nathan Rourke, Antonio Pipkin has passed for 112 yards with 1 touchdown, while the leading rusher is James Butler with 467 yards and 3 touchdowns. Dominique Rimes is the leading receiver with 893 yards and 9 touchdowns. BC is scoring an average of 33.9 points per game, which is first in the CFL, and the Lions are allowing an average of 20.8 points per game, which is second best. Montreal looks for its 5th victory of the season when hosting the BC Lions on Friday. Montreal is second in the East Division at 4-7 and trails the first-place Toronto Argonauts by 2 games. Montreal was defeated by the Ottawa Redblacks 38-24 last Friday. Quarterback Trevor Harris passed for 256 yards with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, while the leading receiver was Tyson Philpott with 71 yards. On the season, Trevor Harris has passed for 2,578 yards with 12 touchdowns and 10 interceptions. The leading rusher for Montreal is Jesh Runantwi with 446 yards, while the leading receiver is Eugene Lewis with 912 yards and 4 touchdowns receptions. Montreal is scoring an average of 25.8 points per game, which is 4th best in the CFL, but the Alouettes are next to last in points allowed at 28.3 points per game. Over the course of the season to this point, the Alouettes have thrown for 2,753 yards through the air, together with an average of 250.3 passing yards per game, which ranks 5th in the CFL. The Montreal Alouettes are averaging 337.9 yards per contest, ranking them 7th in the CFL. They hold an average of 87.6 rushing yards per game and have rushed for 964 yards overall. When looking at their scoring prowess, the Alouettes are sitting 4th in the league, holding an average of 25.8 ppg. Montreal has given up a total of 1,211 rushing yards, 110.1 yards per game, in addition to 16 touchdowns, by way of the ground game this season. The Alouettes are surrendering 28.3 ppg, which has them ranked 8th in the CFL. Overall, they have surrendered 311 points in total. They have surrendered 14 touchdowns through the air and 250.0 yards per contest, which has them sitting 3rd in the CFL. BC has been strong offensively all season, but that came to an end in late August when starting quarterback Nathan Rourke was lost with a foot injury. BC lost to Saskatchewan last time out after scoring just 16 points when on the season the Lions are scoring an average of 33.9 points per game. Look for Montreal to pick up a victory at home against a short-handed BC offense. Our team pick is Montreal Alouettes plus 3.5 points. The Lions have earned 4,406 total yards for the season. As a team, they average 94.6 yards in the run game, which ranks them 4th in the CFL. When it comes to scoring touchdowns, BC has earned 26 passing touchdowns and 14 touchdowns on the ground. Regarding getting in the end zone, the BC Lions are sitting at 33.9 points per game. The Lions are ranked 2nd in the league when it comes to team defense, allowing 20.8 points per contest. The opposition is running for an average of 5.0 yards per run and 84.0 rushing yards per contest for the season. In total, they have given up 840 running yards through 10 contests. Regarding passing yards, the Lions have surrendered 2,145 yards, which ranks them 1st in the league. Over the course of their 10 games, they have conceded 214.5 yards per game via the pass, in addition to giving up a completion percentage of 64.8%. During this campaign, they are giving up 298.5 yards per contest, which puts them first in the CFL. In their last outing, the Alouettes played the Redblacks and ended up taking the loss by a score of 38-24. Walter Fletcher led the team in rushing for that contest. His longest run of the day went for 17 yards, but he wasn't able to rush for a TD on the day. He rushed for 62 yards by way of 9 carries, which had him averaging 6.9 yards per carry. Eugene Lewis led the team in receiving yardage by racking up 63 yards on 6 receptions. He earned an average of 10.5 yards per catch for that contest. Trevor Harris went 22-29 with 256 yards through the air and threw 2 touchdowns. He tossed 2 interceptions in the game. Our total pick is under 55.5 points.